So welcome to Bunny's Designs. This is a live show on Thursdays. I've just been looking through this, I think this one's Seasons by Hanna Karlzon. And I think this one is the one that I was scratching colour in. So it looks like I scratched colour in, but I haven't activated it. So I thought I'd just very quickly touch the colour. Oh, it's the melting, so it's either... I'm just looking at the actual colours. It's probably a neocolour too, but I'm just looking at the... It's more like a pencil. That looks the same blue. So again, really strong colours. Turquoisey blue. Oh, excuse me. So I thought I'd just activate it, but also I have some colour here now. So I don't want to waste it, so I think I might just use it on another page. And I apologise about the light. So this is a darker blue. I think it's pencil, because I don't think it's neo, I think it's pencil. And I have a suspicion it could be the Prismacolors. Oh, excuse me, it's the minute I start to talk. So I hate to put that there, you can see the light. I'll move the camera back a little bit. The sun's coming around in my new studio at the moment, and it's quite bright. It's beautiful, but it's bright. So I think I've scratched colour to activate later. But of course, when you do that, you're picking up colour, which is beautiful. Oh, goodness me. So we've got this purple. Oh gosh, excuse me. And even though it's not much, when you do work this way, you can end up with two pages. Now this is very soft, but I can live with that because that's fine. Now maybe the water brush wasn't the right brush to do it with, but it's giving some beautiful soft, and I want to kind of keep it as dry as possible, really. I'm pretty sure it's the Prisma watercolours. I'm just recognising a few of the colours. So we've got a very strong one, and then we've got a very pale one, and I've just forgotten what I did. Oh, I did that one. this one. Which has a lovely soft colour towards it, and then we've got this middle blue one. So even though it's very pale, it can show you that, you know, you would do this and wash your brush out. This is what you would be throwing away. And the colours are just melting, so they are fairly good quality ones. Looking at the colours, I'm pretty sure it's the dough and the Prisma watercolours. I think we've almost done, I think. I think that's almost, I think it's almost finished. Very strong colours. So we have a very pale, oops, gosh, that's bad. Very, very pale. A really pale, soft, and then we have a quite strong colour. So again, just make sure you clean. So you are wasting a little bit, but instead of washing all that colour out, and you are using, excuse me, you are using the colour up. So I'm going to start with the yellow. And then squish into that green. So you could either have the yellow if you wanted to colour something yellow, you could colour something yellow and then activate that green. Now this is a little bit wetter than I'm used to, but this page is fine. And then we've got tell that these are very strong colours. So we've turned something that's been coloured in pastel, and so maybe a different brush probably would have been better. It's maybe too wet, this particular one. But we're not wasting our colour. So it's turned out to be quite a nice day today, she says, just as the sun goes in. So we're going to just do one petal, so we're going to push that around. And of course it's melting into a beautiful colour. It's got stronger and stronger, and then just go in with that. And that was just one petal, so you've got a little stripy one going on there as well. Yes, I'm pretty sure that's what that one is. Sometimes it's a good idea to put the colour on, isn't it? So if you start with the yellow, I must have put yellow and then put pink over the top. I think I was playing about with colour mixing. So I'm going to put that one onto there, and you can see the difference. Two are done and three aren't. And possibly this is going to be too strong now. Oh, got pink legs. Again on the outside, pushing the colour around. And then we hit that darker pink in there. It's quite nice. And then that purple. So get a real nice blend from one to the other, which again isn't the easiest thing to do. That's quite nice to re-wet the paper. So I'll just do one flower, and you can see, that's why you don't always need to scratch right to the edge. And then we're going to bring in that kind of really rich dark colour there. And I think I've got a bit of pink on there. If we do this last one. I must have used 3 different colours on this one. I've got that gorgeous strong colour, which is almost like a peachy pink. So that one's been activated and the other one hasn't. So it's blended those colours really well. Just move that silly line outside. Yes, I was going to do that, Kinga. I'm going to get a pole. I'm going to get a pole and I'm going to hang it long ways, and then I can move the pole up and down so that it's not on the desk, because I did originally want a solid roof, because obviously it's going to be too hot in summer and too cold in winter, but it seems to have just gone to there. So if I moved just slightly to there, we seem to be out of the sun. So we seem to be out of the sun there. So if you can see that this has been activated and this, but these haven't. So we've got some scratchy marks, but then this has got deeper, and it's dried as well, so it's got deeper, and it has a more natural flow from dark to light. So this is quite interesting, and luckily, I mean, this is quite a wet brush, but luckily this paper from Hanna Karlzon, it really can take this. So we've got a scribble of colour, but when you touch it with a water brush, it's literally melting into a watercolour. So that's quite nice. And then of course we can get to this inner pink, darker colour, which you don't really notice until you touch it with a brush. And then we've got that rich, deep pink purple. And you can kind of do all sorts to it if you want. I'm just activating it once, quite roughly. So again, you can see the difference. And we've got this paint on here, so we've got this lovely soft pastel kind of, I think this is going to have to go on here. And again, you would throw that pink away. So we'll go do another one. And this happens a lot with neocolour 2s. When I scratched a page, I think it was Mythomorphia, I scratched a page and then I was just astounded at how much colour was on the brush. So couldn't bear to throw it away. And I ended up colouring almost the whole page. I was actually doing, it's very dark now, so again you can start here, and again, like the chameleon pens, this pen is just going to get paler and paler until there's nothing left. So go on the outside first and then activate that kind of darker pink, and I'm doing this very rough, and it's quite wet. It is quite wet, but when you activate that really deep purple colour, you can then fill facets in. That's a very pale one. So again, start on the outside and that's a very vibrant pink in the middle. And then finally just go in and touch that purple and manipulate that out a bit. And then we've got a dark facet there and a dark one there. And so by not going near each other, you're going to end up with lots of different facets all drawn the same. Oh yes, that would be good, Kingo. That would be good for the sun. And this is the last one of this one. And the other thing about this is you could do this with a whole colour book, or if you had somebody ill in hospital or somebody in a care home, you could do this for them, scribble colour in, and then all they need is a water brush. So there's no excuse that it's going to make a mess. Or you could do it with your children, and then they can take a water brush and they can just colour in. And again, take Yorkshire Lass and keeping this last ounce of colour. And I think that one's done. So there's two done now on that page, and you can tell. So we may as well go around and do this particular one. So you could do that for a present for somebody, or if somebody's got neos and you've got it's a little bit like those books that you pass on to somebody else and they draw back onto it. You know, you could have a colour book and you could fill it full of neos, and somebody could have a colour book and send it back to you full of Derwent watercolour pencils. And so you would have two of each. I think I'm just going to do that one slightly darker to create a shadow, and it's dried now. So, and these might end up to be pink bugs. I love that one. I love the colours. They're so soft colours on that one. That have come from that same colours. I should have coloured this colours in the same places actually, but I never thought. So again, this one. So I'm pretty sure that these are, I was doing this prior to the streamathon, pretty sure that these were the and they could be, I don't know, let's have, it could be so I need a pink bug now. So you could do the whole book, and then you could take, if you're going away on holiday, you could colour it with all your water-based products if it was a crayon or a pencil. And then you could just take your water brush and your book with you and leave all your precious things at home. As I say, you can do it for children, because if your children want to play with your neos, I don't think I'd let my girls, if they were little, play with my neos. And yet they're a very vibrant colour, so I'd feel a bit guilty not doing. So the way out of that is probably colour them in for them. It might take you a while, so you could start now and end it for Christmas at Christmas. I know it's an awful dirty word, but you know, it's a nice little job colouring this in. And yet, if you have a colour book with a lot of pages, it's going to take you a while. We're going to end up with a pink bug. So I'll show that other one in a second. I'll just do a little bit more of this. I'll do a stronger colour around those. So the page is growing. I've got this one to do, that one to do, and the leaves. But by not throwing the paint away, I've done 2 bugs and a diamond. So again, that shows about throwing colour away and washing it down the drain. I think it was this one. And yes, it was this one. So I was doing the dark clouds. I scratched the neos on this one. There is a couple of videos. I'll just put the fan out a bit. There was a video on this one. That's probably too much. This is scratching colour onto a page with the neos. So I just scratched all the colour and then I left it. And then when I came to activate it, the others weren't so bad, but when I came to activate this bit here, the clouds, I think I used indigo in the neo colours. So that would be it would be 159. Oh, wait a minute. No, it wasn't 159. It was 139 indigo blue, because that one goes that colour and that one goes this colour. And this is why you look at these two and you need this colour swatch. So this colour swatch goes pale blue. This one goes purple blue. And this one is what I use for my clouds. I love it. So I'm pretty sure that's indigo. 139 indigo blue. Yeah, that was Prussian blue. And it gave me those gorgeous clouds. But every time I kind of activated a bit, and I only scratched a little bit in where I wanted the dark shadow to be. And every time I picked the brush up, and I did it with the water brush, I did a tree. So I did a small section, did a tree, did a small section, did a tree. So I coloured, I think there's 2 trees that I haven't coloured. There's one there that I haven't coloured. And of course, this is what gave me the idea to put them in here, because even though this is weeks old, months old, he is quite dark. It acts as a paper palette. I think that's a purple, so that's a different colour. Let me have a look. Here looks quite strong as well. And remember, this isn't extra wet strength paper. But decide which is the darkest and then go up that side. And there's no neocolour crayon in sight. And that's all I did. I was trying to get these clouds to be dark in some places and lighter in others. And you pick up the colour. And I did all the trees on 2 pages just from that area. Just from the clouds. So I was quite impressed with that. And yet normally you would do that and wash it away, so it proves you don't have to wash it away, especially with the Neos and the good quality pencils we have. So I haven't done anything more to this, but I wouldn't have normally done those trees that colour. It's just because I had this, I didn't want to waste it. I knew there was a lot on the paintbrush, and I was looking for somewhere to put it, basically. So you don't always have to waste it. Look at another page. So I now have a pail of page ones. So yeah, I haven't finished that, but I've got some more leaves here, and I've got another coloured page to do a bit further on. So chances are I will end up filling this page with very pale colours. The same with this one. This is, oh, it says peerless. I don't think it is it? Yeah, this is peerless in one colour. I thought it was one of my blobs. But it's just one colour. I think that's peerless as well. I recognise the butterfly wing blue. And of course my pink geranium. So I'm getting better with the colours. But I really love these soft, beautiful soft colours. So that's just a very quick demo on pre-colour and then activating it with a water brush. Thanks for watching.